murder-bent mortal enemy. You're no longer my son, Janus.
You're right. It will make it much easier for me to destroy you if I forget that you're my father.
It would not be wise for you to underestimate the powers I possess, Janus. I shall show you how I have managed to survive for 500 years! So you did inherit some of my powers. And that must be why you were revived, so you could use my own powers against me. But you haven't seen the full extent of the powers of Dracula!
By now they've met and fought, and one or both of them could be dead. Oh, my husband and my baby. Dracula, help me!
That was Dolores! I'll bet that black mass is behind this. Dolores! If they've harmed her! Speak to me! Speak!
I'm all right. Dracula, who brought me here?
Someone who knew this was the best possible way to bring me out of here.
It's been 500 years since we last met, my dear Count Dracula. I trust all goes well with you.
Satan Lucifer, Prince of Darkness, Lord of the Underworld, as your sovereign of all damned souls, I command you now to appear before me!
It is I who command you here to face judgment.
Oh, darling.
Don't worry. Satan, I demand to know what this is all about.
I have brought you home, dear Count. Your time of ruin is at hand, noble Dracula.
Get on with it. Do your worst, Satan. I'm ready.
Why did you turn against your master, slave?
I served you well.
You have betrayed me and given comfort to my enemy, you ungrateful wretch. For this you will pay dearly. You shall feel the unholy wrath of Satan Lucifer. The woman you stole is nothing to me, but you blaspheme by loving her. Love is the vilest transgression possible in the eyes of Satan, and as my servant you are expressly forbidden to love anyone, yet you and this woman did love one another. And from your love there came a child of heaven.
Hear me now, Lord Lucifer. Do what you will with me, but leave the woman out of this and let her go free at once, you hear?
Why should I do that? You flatter yourself in the belief that the child inherited his powers from you, but in reality it was this mortal woman, his mother, who gave him the awesome power which threatens my very empire now.
Huh? Power? Power? I'm just an ordinary mortal. I have no special powers. You must be mistaken.
No mistake. You have it. An awesome power. You aren't aware of it, but once you gain control of this faculty, you'll want to use it for the good of mankind, and that could destroy centuries of my evil work on Earth. I destroy you, Dracula, for punishment, but I must destroy the woman because she is so exceedingly dangerous.
No, Satan, I will not permit you to destroy her precious life. I will oppose you, and somehow I will find the power to prevent your bringing harm to my wife.
Brave words won't stop me from deposing my just punishment on you.
Dracula! What are you doing to him? Stop it! Stop it! Dracula, darling! Oh, my darling.
What's come over me? I've never felt like this before.
No woman has found the power to prevent me from wreaking my punishment for the moment, but I'll have my revenge. Go now, both of you.
We're home.
My image is reflected in the mirror.
Elijah.
You two look like you've just seen a ghost or something.
Even stranger, we just saw Count Dracula and he walked right past us calm as a cucumber. Elijah didn't react to him either.
That is strange.
Does that mean he's not a vampire anymore?
That hardly seems likely. I've never heard of it. What do you think, Frank?
Wait till you hear the rest of it. We followed him all the way downtown and watched him get on a train to New York City.
New York City? This bears watching.
Are you certain? He's gone to New York City?
Dracula discovered that Satan had taken away his magical powers and had made him an ordinary mortal man again. He's gone to New York in hopes of finding the vampire Layla, whose venomous bite could restore him. Otherwise, he will die at any time now.
Oh, is there no end to the suffering? I realize I can't persuade you to change your mind and go against the will of heaven. It's just that when I think of you killing your own father... What?
All will be well, Mother.
Millions of people inhabit New York City, but only one can help Count Dracula. Layla the vampire, whose bite can restore his immortality. Tired and famished with the hunger of 500 years, Dracula desperately needs money for food. He sees his chance.
Give me your money!
In my pocket! Come on, I can't breathe!
You're killing him! Oh! Help! Murder!
Has it come to this, that I've become a common thief in the streets?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Count Dracula, sovereign of all vampires, exhibiting an apparent hunger for ordinary mortal food. And you're right about Elijah no longer reacting to him, which indicates he has lost his evil aura.
Now's our chance to kill him if he's lost his powers.
We have no justification to kill him if he isn't a vampire. We could all be arrested and convicted of murder.
I have it in silver or gold.
That's Layla, all right. I see she's a redhead these days.
Hey, I found some wine in the refrigerator. Okay if I open it and pour us a drink, babe?
Sure, you go ahead and pour yourself one. But I don't drink wine.
Right. Huh? Hey, I don't know who you are, buddy, but you better have a pretty good reason for busting in here.
Hey, what was that noise? What are you doing out there?
Layla, come here.
I know that voice.
Layla.
Dracula, you spoiled my dinner, and he's RH positive, too. So, what brings you around after all these years and years and years and years?
Layla, I had a run-in with Satan, and as a result, he took away all my powers and made me a mortal man again.
A mortal man, you say? Very interesting. It looks good on you.
You must help me, Layla.
Yeah, I definitely like you this way, except for your wardrobe.
Layla, please.
So you want to be a vampire again. Glad to be of service. So, come to me, Dracula.
Thanks.
No, Layla!
You dare come to me for help when you were the one who betrayed me and turned me into a vampire, making my existence into a living hell.
No, Layla! Yeah! Stop, please!
It'll be a cold day
no!
before I lift a wing to help you.
Stop!
You dirty devil, you don't want to die! And good riddance!
Layla!
Shout, baby!
Come back! Layla!
All right, you've got me now. I hope you'll make quick work of it, my loving son.
I cannot harm you now that you're a mortal human being. I am empowered solely for the destruction of Lucifer's demons.
I have seen that heavenly power. Your mother possesses it. It was awesome.
You see what you face if you ever become a vampire again.
I have to try. I can't face the thought of dying. Perhaps I'll find the answer in Transylvania.
He's going to Transylvania to find another vampire to transform him, and if he's successful, we better be on hand.